Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to compare my two Strats, the Fender American Standard 2013 versus the Suhr Classic S. I got both of these guitars second hand here in Iceland. The Suhr about a year ago, and I paid around $2,500 for it. And the Fender I got about 6 months ago as a part of a swap deal, and it was valued around $1,200. Let's have a look at some of the specs and start with the Fender. This is an American Standard 2013, great guitar, and we've got a rosewood fretboard, 9.5-inch fretboard radius, maple neck, modern C-shaped neck profile, standard tuners, swamp ash body, and 3 custom shop Fat 50 single coil pickups. The Suhr, however, has a maple fretboard and a compound fretboard radius, and what that means is that we've got a 9.5-inch radius on the nut, just like the Fender, but on the Suhr the fretboard gets flatter as we move up the fretboard and is 12 inches here on the 22nd fret. So 9.5 to 12. This makes the guitar way more comfortable to play above the 12th fret, and it's much better suited for shredding than the Fender. So we've got locking tuners and a vintage C-style neck profile, alder body, and a HSS pickup configuration with 2 V60 LP single coils and a SSV humbucker in the bridge position. Now we're going to listen to a few samples I recorded playing both of the guitars through the same amp settings. I'm using the Corey Wong Archetype plugin from Neural DSP, a plugin that I use a lot. I love that plugin. And we're going to compare the guitars at all 5 pickup positions. And let's start with a relatively clean tone. One more thing I would like to talk about, and that is the tremolos. So you can see the tremolo arm here on the Suhr, pretty easy to screw on, and it just works perfectly. It's really nice responsive, smooth, and more importantly, stays in tune perfectly. Unless I'm playing country band, like a 3-string, you can hear that the B string is pretty much out there. The Fender deals with this much better. And with the Fender, we've got the tremolo arm here. Before I install it, I need to stick this little spring inside the hole. We've got some sort of vintage style tremolo system here. It's a bit annoying because these springs are very easy to lose, and I've lost one already. The tremolo is quite responsive and nice, but it doesn't stay in tune as well as the Suhr. It's doing alright now. But usually, yeah, you can hear that it's out a little bit. But I mean, the locking tuners on the Suhr must make the big difference there. Although the Suhr stays in tune better and is generally speaking a much better built instrument, this Fender just has some magic to it, which is really difficult to explain. But it just has that authentic Fender tone, and that is the reason why I like to use it a lot. And it's a bit lighter than the Suhr, and that is probably due to the fact that they use swamp ash for the body. So to sum things up, I have to say that the Suhr is the better guitar out of the two. I mean, it is the more expensive one, but it's also better built. It is more versatile, it stays in tune better, and I prefer it in terms of playability, mostly due to the compound fretboard radius. It would also be great to know which one you prefer out of the two. Do you play a Strat, do you play a Suhr, do you play a Fender, or do you play a different brand? Please let me know in the comments below. I hope you learned something from this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If you would like to support my work, access my tabs and exclusive tutorials, you can join me here on Patreon, and I will put a link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon.